Dear friend of Next Step, I think it's right to give you an explanation as to why we have set such a bold fundraising goal for Next Step's 2024 Gala celebration. After all, $300,000 is more than we've ever raised before, way more. So here's my explanation. Last year in St. Pete, over 1,500 women facing unintended pregnancies felt pressured by life circumstances or by family or the voices of our culture to end the life of their unborn child. Tragically, very few of them ever had the chance to hear a different voice. But gladly, some did. The voice they heard was a voice of truth, a voice of love and compassion, a voice of hope, backed up by medical care, all kinds of practical resources, counseling, education, and the message of new life through Christ. These are the things that they found at the Next Step Center, St. Pete's Christ-centered medical pregnancy resource center for 31 years, and one of the very few centers of its kind in the U.S. serving in a predominantly African-American community. Over 500 individuals found help of this kind through Next Step last year, and we had over 80 babies that we know of brought into the world by parents who had been empowered to step up to the challenges of this new life calling. We rejoice, we give thanks for every one of these lives saved and transformed. All the services that were free to them were provided through the love and generosity of others like you who share a sense of God's calling to do everything possible to save as many as possible. And do we need to reach more? Yes, this is the cry of our hearts, and it's our daily prayer. There are so many more who need to be reached, who can be reached, and we know what needs to be done to make it happen. Our board of directors has already determined that our budget must be more than doubled over the next couple of years to accomplish what God is calling us to. How's this going to happen? I tell you, there's only one way. Through God's people. It's simple. A much greater number of God's people must hear his call and respond with bold generosity to make this possible. My friend, will you be our partner in reaching more who need our help in that critical moment of decision? What would you give if it meant that one more mom and dad would be empowered to turn away from abortion and choose life for their child? Jesus said, as you have done it for one of the least of these, you have done it for me. I'm asking you to give like the life of one of the least of these is on the line. Only eternity can measure the difference your giving will make. Thank you, my friend. God bless you. Please use the resources that are provided with this media to make your commitment today. We'll see you there.